and Jimmy Kimmel was the host of the Oscars this year, and it's the 95th Oscar Awards, and he opened up his Oscar monologue with this. Take a listen.
Want you to have fun, we want you to feel safe, and most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech. No, but seriously, the Academy has a crisis team in place. If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, just do what you did last year. Nothing.
Yes, and it goes on and on and on, making jokes about Will Smith's slap last year.
But if you ask me, it's low-hanging fruit at this point. It's too easy. Do you know what I mean? But
They have overstretched it.
Yeah, the joke has outlived its welcome.
Uh-huh.
And they're still trying to milk it. But anyway, from what I saw, these awards had a bit more hype. I think there was some excitement over some of the winners.
Yes, there was. And also very big disappointments about some of the people that were expected to win and they didn't win. But Jimmy Kimmel went also to talk about Tom Cruise and James Cameron. They didn't show up for the award ceremonies, and he went on to say that the two guys who insisted we go to the theater did not show up at the theater. Denzel Washington also did not attend, and Spike Lee was with him at the Lakers game that night.
Wait, so they went to watch a basketball game?
Instead of going to the Oscars. Rihanna...
That's some serious violence.
Rihanna performed her, her latest single, Lift Me Up, the one that was the soundtrack for Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Black Panther. But let's talk about some of the winners. Best Picture went to Everything Everywhere All at Once, and actually I think they were the biggest winners of the night. And then Brendan Fraser won Best Actor for his role in The Whale. And then Michelle Yeoh, Best Actress, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Actually, this movie and their cast won really big that night. But let me move forward. The biggest disappointment was for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. In this category, there was Jamie Lee Curtis, who won for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Angela Bassett was also nominated here for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But Twitter and social media was not happy, especially the Black community. They were like, who? Jamie who? Other people were like, okay, maybe she deserved to win, but Angela Bassett deserved it. And then later on, after she lost, Jonathan Major and Michael B. Jordan came on to present the next award, and then they sent love to her. They're like, Angela Bassett, we love you.
These guys are like BFFs now.
They are promoting their movie Creed. Anyway.
Which apparently is doing very well. I think 160 million.
Yes.
As of today.
Mm-hmm.
Globally.
And it was just premiered on 3rd March. So it's really doing well.
Well, I remember Sylvester Stallone disowned the film.
And he said he'll never
watch it.
Yeah.
But it may turn out to be the biggest in the Creed franchise. And if that's the case, then perhaps it's his loss. But, for Angela Bassett, it's such a shame because I believe she was nominated for an Oscar in the 90s for her role as Tina Turner. Did you ever watch that film? What's Love Got to Do with It?
Never did, actually, but I did watch the trailer.
So she's constantly getting slighted, and of course her performance in Wakanda Forever was phenomenal. I've not watched the Everything Everywhere movie.
Yeah.
I've always been meaning to.
Yeah.
Because I've heard good things about it, but I haven't. Have you?
No, I have not. Now I'm curious.
I mean, but these batch of awards the film has collected is going to do amazing things.
They took 7 awards.
Best Actress, Best Supporting, Director, Picture.
Yes.
All the big awards.
All the big awards.
Except actor, maybe.
Even supporting roles they did take for this.
Wow.
The movie also took for the best supporting roles. Well, they did really, really well. Another person who did get a lot of talkability at the Oscars was Tems. Did you see her dress? What she was wearing? Absolutely gorgeous.
She did a disservice to the people sitting behind her.
Exactly.
It's like, yo, finally I get to the Oscars. This has been my lifelong dream. But you can't see anything.
Yeah.
But that was, she was really being, how they say you can take an African out of the village, but you can't take the village out of an African.
Listen.
Because if you, and I'm meant to understand that red carpet dresses aren't really intended for in
the
events.
hall, at the hall. Yes, they usually actually change out of the dresses that they wear on the.
So she
on the
kept
red
her
carpet.
red carpet outfit
Yes,
on.
yes.
And
She looked absolutely gorgeous, but yes, I felt she was very insensitive to the people who sat behind her. But then again, people on social media were
she's
like,
Nigerian.
she has, put in the work. She is around, so let people see her.
She made herself known. Her presence felt.
I was very happy for her. She, of course, has gotten a lot of love.
Did she
from
win
other
anything?
celebrities. No, she was there. No,
Anyway,
she did.
they sang
she
her
did.
song.
They
So
sang her song. She
That's good
sang her
enough.
song for Wakanda. Yeah.
I thought that's the song. She wrote the song that Rihanna did.
sang. Yes, she wrote the song that Rihanna did, and Rihanna did, of course, give her a hug and tell her that she loves her on the red carpet. So it was
Okay.
like a beautiful moment for her. So it was also her moment. She came,
So-
she showed out, yes, and she was there.
Now I read that the director for the Wonder Woman films, Patty Jenkins, says she's canceling the Oscars because of lack of diversity. She was upset that there were no women nominated for Best Director at these year's awards, and she's demanding more inclusion. And I feel like, that kind of talk just soils the awards. You just poison it. Everyone's just trying to have a good time. And look, if your preferred directors didn't get nominated this time, there'll be another time.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree, because you're not speaking about inclusion when you're getting nominated. Do you understand what I mean? Eh?
Exactly.
So
right?
if there was best director category and they were all females, I don't think I would ever hear a woman saying, we need more inclusion, where the men,
last
where
year
the children.
wasn't the winner best director for last year a woman, more of a woman of color, a Chinese lady.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the news reporting on the winners, it's almost as though you can almost feel like the media takes glee in the fact that it is foreigners winning. The first black, the first woman, the first Chinese, the first, and I think was it the New York NPR had a headline that said Michelle Yeoh, who identifies as Asian. I'm like, Americans have gone bonkers. I mean, she's Chinese.
Yeah, just say she's Chinese.
Identifies as, okay, so what? She can identify as I don't know.
Tomorrow maybe she has dual citizenship in the United States, and she's also American. I think she is. We have to Google that. But partly, I like to see diversity when you start seeing people from different ethnicities and races and,
Yes.
all cultures and backgrounds actually having a space where they can, compete, fairly and freely with everybody. It's a beautiful thing. And if they want to use it, have a moment to, glorify that and put them up on a pedestal, of course, let them go ahead and do that. But then the outrageous labels makes it just very cliche for me.
Yeah.
Like, give them their flowers, appreciate them, profile them, but don't turn this into some woke activism. Do you understand what I mean?
The media can't help themselves.
Don't turn it
they're
into
just
some
so
woke
wedded to the
activism.
idea of wokeness that they just jump
But
at all of
let's
this.
give people their flowers. Let's encourage diversity. Let's encourage, fair ground for people to actually compete, and let us celebrate true artistry, true talent, true cinema and all that stuff. Let's give it to the people who actually deserve and work their butt off to be there.
Amen. I can't disagree with that.